Yes, everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Happy Friday, people. Happy Friday. And it's going to be a lovely weekend for those of us in the UK, if not a little bit clammy, a little bit sweaty. But 30-odd degrees Saturday, Sunday. I'll take that. I think Monday 27, then it's going to start pissing it down. But apart from that, hope you're all safe and well. Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com, boys. 3 stories going to be talking about. The first one is the name who's on everyone's lips at the moment, it seems. Jesse Bloody Lingard. Holly reported yesterday that obviously, and widespread reports of him playing behind a closed doors friendly at Rush Green against Ipswich Town. With apparently both sides agreeing not to share any video, which is a bit weird, wasn't it? But obviously, anyway. So, apparently the game itself featured a number of first-team players who, in terms of fringe players, so to speak, the likes of Fabianski, Kira, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Coventry, Ings, and Lingard, of course, and the rest were made up of 18 and 21-year-old under 21s and under 18s players. Obviously, the rest being on the international duty, which we'll talk about in a minute. It was a 1-1 draw. Apparently, unsurprisingly, due to Moyes' ball, Ipswich had a fair amount of the ball. As is Moyes' ball. Aaron Cresswell scored a free kick, and Ipswich equalised towards the end of the game. Apparently, Connor Coventry, no, was it Danny Ings? Did Danny score? I think Danny apparently scored, but it was ruled off for offside, and obviously no VAR at Rush Green. Lingard himself played about 75 minutes, and apparently was good in flashes, but apparently faded towards the end as fitness, still needs a bit of work. A final decision is going to be made on his future, and it's not known whether this game will have any bearing on that. Apparently, he was good in parts, didn't have a huge impact, and obviously did get subbed off after 15 minutes to go. I think the general feeling is that he's going to be given a short-term contract with the club, but it won't be issued until he's fully fit, although they'd need to make a shift on because the 25-man squad, he has to be submitted. I believe it's the 12th or 13th, sometime midway through next week. So he would need to be registered for that in time for the Man City game. Not to say play for the Man City game, but that's when the actual the actual 25-man squad is released. Now, in terms of international duty, we said there's several players out on international duty at the moment, and they've had a round of matches recently. And let's start with Tommy Souček. Souček played, scored, and picked up an assist as the Czech Republic drew 1-1 with Albania. The fixture also saw Vladimir Sufa in action and featured for the full 90 minutes alongside Souček. They played at Eden Arena in Prague. That sounds familiar. He got an assist and say it's 1-1 with Albania. Said Benrahma was a 68th minute substitute as Algeria drew 1-1 with Tanzania in the African Cup of Nations qualifier. They've already qualified for that. While Alfonso Arrieta was an unused substitute as France beat Ireland 2-0 in their Euro 2024 qualifiers. He's not having a good time with Arrieta at the moment, as they have some young whippersnapper, some like whiz kid who's now sort of taken over his place, really, in terms of the squad. But hey ho, in terms of the academy players, a number of the academy players played. Michael Forbes, Callum Marshall, Patrick Kelly all started as Northern Ireland lost 1-0 to Luxembourg in the Euro Under-21 qualifiers. Christian Heggie gets a clean sheet as the under-21 Hungarian side beat Kazakhstan under-21s in their under-21 qualifiers. And Josh Briggs was a second-half substitute as Northern Ireland under-19s lost 3-2 to the Italian under-19s. But one man who did play, another international, was Mohamed Kudus. He was probably the pick of the bunch in terms of the West Ham international players this week. He scored a brilliant equaliser free kick. Who needs JWP when we've got Kudus as Ghana beats Central Africa Republic. Yeah, I always forget that, CAR, in the 2023 Afcon qualifiers. he played the full 90 minutes. And I said he scored the equaliser. And then Ernest Nyama, who apparently he was the guy another guy we was looking at as well. He scored with 3 minutes left, the Lyon striker. Now is significant, that draw, that win, because it not only extended the Ghanaian international run, Chris Hughton's Ghanaian international side, their unbeaten run, but in qualifying 6 matches now, but 3 points clear at the top of Group B, which confirms pretty much confirms their qualification to the Afcons in January. That confirms that we will be potentially without Mohamed Kudus, Naya Figuered, Said Benrahma, and Maxwell Cornet for the Afcon tournament in 13th of January to the 11th of February. I did a show about it the other day, how bad it could be for us in terms of, we have the winter break as well in the Premier League for 2 weeks. So there's technically 4 games during the Afcons with a 5th game the week after, which they may be knackered for potentially if they've got to the end of the tournament. Obviously, they're 4 different teams. So we will be with the maximum of 2, less than 2 by the end, if they play each other in the final. So, it's not terrible, particularly when you look at some of the other teams as well. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And I did a show today about how our squad depth is really good, and actually we'll need that for January, that's for sure, for the Afcon. So don't forget, by the time the Afcons come around, the January transfer window is opened as well. So yeah, one interesting note was the fact of this West Ham fan being interviewed for Ghanaian TV, who travelled to watch the game. Big West Ham fan, fair play to him. That is some journey to go and play, to go and see Mohamed Kudus play. And actually, you saw 90 minutes of Kudus, so a bit more than everyone who went to Luton the other day. So congratulations to him, well done. You've become a viral star for that. Your 5 minutes of fame, well done, son. Keep it on the channel. Any breaking news, we'll bring it back to you. Obviously, the Saudi Pro League transfer window is shut, so we didn't lose any players, so that's not too shabby. And next week, obviously, we'll be doing the 25-man squad. We'll have to announce that, as well as all the stuff leading up to the Man City game next week. So it's going to be busy. A lot of games happening very, very shortly in a very short amount of time. Is it 4 games in 10 days or something like that? Where is it? I think it's 4 games in 10 days. Let me have a quick check. Should have rechecked this before I started the video, but hey-ho, these must. Yeah, pretty much 11 days technically, with Man City at London Stadium on Saturday. Then the following Thursday, we have TSC at the London Stadium in the Europa League. Then on that Sunday, day for my birthday, if you're thinking about getting me a present or a card, we play Liverpool at Anfield, and then we play Lincoln away on the Wednesday, and then we finish off the month with Sheffield United at home on the 30th. So 5 games in 14 days. Oh, can be busy. Well, at least we have to worry about content doing anyway. So there we go. Take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, my friends, and we see you guys very, very soon. Much love. Bye-bye.